Hello, dear learners, and welcome to this new topic on the impact of digital technologies on urban services in African cities. My name is Leandri Jetta, Urban Innovation and Digital Governance Consultant at UN Habitat, researcher in Smart City Governance at the UNESCO Chair of Urban Landscape and founder of Africa Innovation Network. In today's topic, I'm going to present to you how new technology are transforming urban services and improving African cities' quality of life. More and more revolutionary technologies are emerging and disrupting urban dynamics. What is considered the fourth industrial revolution is bringing out profound changes in modern society and in cities. We can identify various emerging technologies that have a direct and profound impact on cities and territories. Among others, we can mention artificial intelligence, big data, the Internet of Things, digital twins, augmented reality, and blockchain. We can therefore see that a wide range of technologies are emerging and being applied to various components of urban life like urban mobility, service provision, governance, among others. According to the UN Habitat's Inviting the Future of Cities report, which I strongly encourage you to read, the demand of smart city systems and solutions is estimated to increase annually by 25% with an annual overall market value of approximately $5.7 billion. In addition, the McKinsey Global Institute states that digital technology could improve city performance by 10 to 30% in various dimensions and help cities achieve 70% of global SDGs. Regarding Africa, analysts say AI, for example, could expand Africa's economy by a staggering $15.7 trillion by 2030, which is about 50% of its current GDP. That will happen only if the continent could only capture 10% of the fastest growing global AI market. Furthermore, according to the report from consulting firm Frost & Sullivan, the Middle East and Africa big data analytic market is forecast to grow by 28% every year until 2025. And the recent report by Google and the International Finance Corporation estimated that Africa's digital economy has the potential to contribute $180 billion to the broader economy by 2025. Unfortunately, many African countries have embarked on pharaonic projects of new cities called SMART, starting from scratch. This is the case, for example, of Konza City in Kenya, Enco Atlantic in Nigeria, and Diamniadio in Senegal, among others. Aloud, these projects are all still under development, and the life cycle of a city is very long, which makes it difficult to evaluate such projects to date. This approach of starting from scratch to build a smart city in Africa is not the right one. It is rather about starting from the issues and challenges existing on the territory and using technology to address these challenges while keeping in mind well-being of citizens. Keep this in mind. People come first. Fortunately, many actors on the continent, from startups driven by creative and dynamic youth to local governments, are embracing this vision of the smart city centered on people, needs, and developing innovative approaches to facilitate access to urban services. Let's look at some examples. In mobility, for instance, Safe Boda mobility company in Kampala, Uganda, focusing on improving the safety, convenience, and professionalism of motorcycle transportation, uses aggregated data to continuously deliver and inform improvements to its services. In health sector, Ajo, a health tech firm in Nigeria, uses artificial intelligence for fast and remote medical diagnosis, where patients input their symptoms in the app and receive a diagnosis alongside information on where to purchase drugs. AI here is helping to bridge the infrastructural gap one of the major components of digital divide in Africa. Babil, which is a digital healthcare provider in Rwanda, also using AI and machine learning to provide medical advice and organize appointments through mobile applications. Other technology, such as the cardiopad in Cameroon or medical terminals, provide medical assistance without distance in a context where doctors are rare and medical desert numerous. Nigeria's Kano Electricity Distribution Company used tools such as OpenStreetMaps to map their grid lines and equipment, such as transformers and substations, to obtain metrics of the length of the grid line and model the electricity loads and demand in certain squares. To support Zambia's first national urbanization plan, the Ministry of Local Government, in collaboration with many stakeholders, created a base map of the city of Lusaka using geospatial data integrated with census and land administrative data to enable the Ministry of Lands to identify informal settlements. This has enabled the government to better target investments in essential infrastructure and social services for vulnerable population living in these areas. In terms of waste management, the city of Nairobi and IBM connected garbage collection trucks with sensors that were able to collect data not only of waste management but also of road quality. Other applications allow online scheduling of trash pickup, monitoring of landfill, water use monitoring, sewage monitoring, landfill management. For a better water management, a Kenyan GIS company, Upende, has deployed smart meters and sensors to support water companies and institutions utilize big data to monitor leakage and fraud in their water supply systems. In terms of financial inclusion, the high penetration of mobile banking has led to greater financial inclusion for many people who cannot afford a bank account. According to a study by McKinsey, about 40% of African bank customers prefer to use digital channels for their transactions. For example, in Nigeria, 59% of customers prefer digital compared to 15% who prefer branches. In education, in terms of access to education, some innovation in ICT in Africa, like WorldSpace, ENESA, and eGranary, are helping improve education. The COVID-19 crisis has clearly demonstrated the important place of digital technology in our society, especially in education. As we can see, many applications of technologies on urban services exist and contribute to improve the service provision in African cities. I have only given a few examples, and I invite you to look for more on the many that exist. Digital technologies therefore raise risks of socioeconomic division, spatial fracture, and social inclusion that is essential to address. They can also exacerbate already existing disparities by raising the new issues of digital divide. The deployment of digital technologies in cities posing the needs to frame how they should be regulated and managed, and the value of and principle that should guide their use, and the role of local government in ensuring that digital technologies are developed in an inclusive manner for the well-being of all. Governments must equip themselves with tools for the governance of new technology, as the case with Benin's National Artificial Intelligence Strategy or the Rwanda Smart City Master Plan. We have come at the end of this video, and I would like you to keep in mind the following points. Technology offers endless possibility to overcome the challenges facing African cities and turn them into opportunities for wealth creation, sustainability, and resilience. Technology must first and foremost serve people and communities in an inclusive and sustainable manner without leaving people behind. The deployment of technology in cities and their use must be regulated and supervised. Better governance of the deployment of technology in cities is essential to prevent them from increasing inequalities and exclusion of the most vulnerable. Thank you for listening to this video and looking forward to see you to the next of this course on digital governance.